Today I'm gonna try to set the icon for the application, which has been showing this stock icon, and there's a place in Flutteflow configuration where you can set all these images. Some of them are set. I would like to show you guys how to do that. So I don't want to see this standard stock item. I want to see my own custom image. So this is another problem that you might run into, at least I ran into, that I wanted to show you guys, is that your image might be cut off. So I also show you where you can fix this. So this is properly laid out. This is the flash image. So this should be this should fit on the screen, obviously. So the way you can fix these problems is that you need to find the screen. This is the configuration screen for Flutteflow. And you need to go down to the cog. You click on the cog and then go into app assets. So select this link here, and it allows you to configure all these images. So a couple of things about this that you need to make sure you set besides the images. So just set these images, create an icon, and so on. Create there's also an error image here. So you want to make sure you set that as well, because if you can't find something, you can set that as a placeholder. And the other thing I would pay attention to is coordinating the background. Coordinating the backgrounds is important because otherwise you're going to get this flickering effect. So so what I did was I made sure that there's a background color and there's a preloading color. And I set both of these to white. It also kind of goes with my icon, but I think it's important to have these two things the same color, because otherwise you have this flickering. And at least that's how I see it. And then the other issue I was showing you guys, which was cutting off the images on the image on the sides. The way you fix that is, this is a layout widget here, and you have to pick the right thing here. So as you can see, there are different ways of laying this out. We'll take up the entire space. This is contain as large as possible while still containing the widget entirely within the available space. So these are different layouts, and this is the one that actually I think works very well for me, and then the other ones don't, as small as possible while still covering the entire available space, and so on. So there are these different versions here that are just not very good. So I picked contain as large as possible while still containing the widget entirely within the available space. And okay, so now what we have is we have the images set, and in order to test this properly, you can just you can test here on the web. It's not going to show you what it's going to look like on the iPhone. So in my opinion, if you're building an app for the device and it's a layout thing, then you always you really kind of want to set almost first on the phone, because what you're going to see here, if you test in the in this environment, you're going to see what it looks like on the web. So in order to test on the device or on the simulator, because the simulator will also show you what's going on pretty well, what you want to do is you push to repo. So you say push to repository, and I'm gonna say I fixed image dimensions. I fixed images. All right. I'm just gonna say that, and now I should be able to go into my IntelliJ and do a pull and see the code there and do a deploy to my simulator. And now I say, let's say its status, it's clean. Okay, and now I'm gonna do a git pull. And now I'm gonna go on to master, and I'm gonna merge in, and I'm going to run it on the device. Git checkout master and git merge Flutteflow. Okay, so git status master, and now I'm ready to run it on the device. Now to set the icons and to fix the icons, you actually have to do something quite involved. There's a directory. This is the directory in the Flutter project. You go into iOS runner assets, XC assets, app icon set, and these are the icons that the application is using. So I only found a way to do this in Flutter. Maybe it's possible in Flutteflow, but I just didn't find a way. And what I had to do was I had to take my custom icon and I had to cut these sizes of images. And in order to do that, let's see, I show you guys what I needed to do that. First of all, I needed to install ImageMagick. That was number one. So it really was quite involved. So the first step was, let me just go to the beginnings of this, and let's see, nothing to commit, Lightroom is okay. A brew update and brew install ImageMagick. So that's like the first thing, and then it's going to install ImageMagick using Homebrew. And once you have ImageMagick installed, at that point you can take your image and cut all these sizes that you find in those directories. So what I did for that was I went into the TMP directory. I copied my image there, and I just kept doing this, like convert Keto PNG, which is my image, my custom image, resize to the proper size, give it the icon name that the app expects based on that directory down there. And so now I ended up with the proper icons there, and I kept the names the same. So there are multiple ways of doing this. You can change the keys in the configuration and reference different files, but that seemed much more complicated than simply keep the names and replace the inside of the images with my image. And so after that, what I did was I did a Flutter clean. So I did a Flutter clean and I did a Flutter run. So I did this in a command line just because I wanted a really clean kind of restart. Now, once this worked, I restarted the app and I wanted to look at it in IntelliJ, what it looks like using the simulator. So I just killed this app. Once it started running, I just, it says right here, it says application finished. That's because I hit Control-C. So it's finished. I stopped it, and then I went into IntelliJ, and in IntelliJ I read this app because I wanted to look at it with the simulator. So let's see what it looks like in IntelliJ. I'm going to start running it, and this is an important step. You guys can see that the icon changed. Now it's no longer the generic icon, but it's my icon, which was what I was trying to accomplish. And let's see the rest of the things. The splash image should be correct. It should be properly laid out. once the starts up, and it installs it, and the splash image is correct, and everything looks beautiful. The app looks beautiful. It's all proper. Yeah, so that's what it takes to change the images. It seemed like a simple thing to do, but once I got to the icons, I realized how involved it was. Please let me know in the comments if you have any problems, and subscribe if this content is helping you develop your Flutteflow project. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.